It was an event that brought together all the presidential candidates, including the two major gladiators in the February presidential elections, President Goodluck Jonathan and General Muhammadu Buhari. They had to put off the campaigns to sign this accord to abide by the rules and shun violence in all its ramifications. Dr. Kofi Annan is still in the country. He joins other speakers to remind the presidential candidates of their responsibilities, which includes how to fix Nigeria's problems and not inflammatory statements.
I know that you have the power in this room to influence what candidates and supporters do and say in the weeks ahead. I hope you will use that power to focus attention on your party's policies, not the personalities. Let us talk about how to fix Nigeria's problems.
The country's unity in diversity must not be undermined by campaigns that seek to exploit either of our two major national fault lines, ethnicity and religion. Any injudicious introduction of these two factors into the contestation for votes in any part of the country would be bound to stoke up flames of violence.
There's no acceptable alternative. There's no plan B for free, fair, and credible elections in Nigeria.
The electoral umpire wonders why elections are prone to violence. He pledged to conduct the elections on a level playing field for all the parties and called on the parties to make an undertaking to also play by the rules.
The attitude and disposition of parties and candidates will determine to a large extent whether we have peaceful or non-violent elections.
Presidential candidate of the APC is running for the fourth time. His experience is harrowing as he calls on the judiciary, the INEC and political agents to be wary of their conducts.
On paper, you can't catch Nigeria. You can't. You can only catch Nigeria in the field. Practical implementation. Go to any ministry, go to any parastatal, you will get administrative instruction how the human beings, the workers, Nigeria should be managed from floor cleaning one to the permanent secretary and to the minister when he eventually gets there.
The audience had an opportunity to know how serious the other presidential candidates are.
We must redeem our political culture. We must redeem our image.
For the incumbent president and presidential candidates of the People's Democratic Party, abusive, provocative, and threats are issues the political leaders should guide against. He also calls on INEC to be transparent. He questioned the character of some politicians and the need for a review of the winner-takes-it-all syndrome in Nigerian politics.
Nigerians will agree with me. Since I became a president, I've conducted a number of governorship elections, senatorial elections, and others. They are not perfect elections, but they have been reasonably fair. And that's why I say that even the opposition parties should commend me for that. And we promise that we will do more, because I believe that when we conduct our elections must be credible, not just by our own thinking, but everybody must believe that elections are credible.
The signing of the accord was supervised by none other than Chief Emeka Anyoko, an accord Nigerians say all of them must abide by. The presidential candidates get back to the field to continue with their campaigns. The next time they will meet perhaps will be in the ballot box come February 14. For now, they live here with a food for thought that Nigeria cannot afford to make the mistakes of the past. Chukwuma Onwekusi, Channels Television News.